Hello everyone, Ravneet Bhalla welcomes you back to her channel. Today we are taking a deep dive into the world of Jowar sourdough starter making. Oh yes, our own homegrown yeast for bread baking. And remember, we have already covered whole wheat sourdough starter previously and rice sourdough starter. Now, on your request, here's presenting Jowar sourdough starter. That's right, we are embracing the nutritious power of sorghum and turning it into an amazing homegrown wild yeast. Making the Jowar sourdough starter is easy. It needs only Jowar flour, water, and your time. Just mix equal parts of flour and water in this cozy glass. Give it a gentle stir. Make sure there is no dry flour left. And you have just taken the first step towards making your own homegrown gluten-free sourdough magic. Leave this beauty to rest at room temperature for 24 hours. After 24 hours, the starter is silent, inactive, and stinks. It's the perfect start, especially on winter days. In summers, it might turn bubbly right away, but that does not mean it is ready on the first day itself. Never mind, let's go to day number 2. You will need to stir the starter and take 1 teaspoon of it to a new glass, discarding the rest. Then mix it with 2 tablespoons of jowar atta and 1.5 tablespoons of water. If it looks dry, add little more water, but I found 1.5 tablespoons to be enough for my flour. Do not go beyond 2 tablespoons of water in any case. Mix, cover and let the starter rest for another 12 hours. The scene after 12 hours may or may not be different. At my place where the temperature was 22 degrees Celsius, it turned slightly bubbly but the smell was bad. It was not pleasant at all. Stir the starter and remove half teaspoon of it to a new glass to be mixed with 2 tablespoons of sorghum flour and 1.5 tablespoon or little more of water. Stir, cover and rest for another 12 hours. Now this story should repeat every 12 hours. That means you will need to discard, feed and rest the sourdough starter at room temperature for 12 hours. For every 12 hours, you will need to repeat it until you reach day number 6. By day 6, the jowar starter should turn slightly pleasant in smell. It might turn bubbly and look good. Repeat the discard and feed cycle and let it rest for another 12 hours. After 12 hours, your starter should smell yeast-like and bread-like. It should have risen well and turned so bubbly. You may tie a rubber band after day 5 to see the rise and fall. Now discard and feed and shift your sorghum starter to the fridge. In the refrigerator, the yeasty activity should slow down, so you do not need to feed it every 12 hours. But please keep an eye on your starter. In chilling conditions, you may feed it every third day until it matures. In hot climates, keep feeding every other day to prevent the starter from turning sour. Once it matures, you can change the feed cycles and make it once a week. The process to make sorghum sourdough starter might seem a little complicated, but it is quite easy to follow. Please ask me any questions in comments with regard to making homegrown yeast. Now, making healthy homemade breads is easy without yeast. है ना? चलो, let's get started.